Michael here for an absolutely massive week in LEGO news, including a LEGO Gameboy, Star Wars V-19 Torrent, and LEGO Bluey, Star Trek Enterprise gift with purchase, Minecraft movie sets, and exclusive Blackthorn minifigure, the next LEGO Ideas set, and Power Rangers. Plus, which BrickLink Series 4 set should you pre-order? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First, from LEGO Icons, the Back to the Future Time Machine is 19% off, and the Tranquil Garden is 20% off. The LEGO Monkey Palace board game is 36% off, and the LEGO Harry Potter Mandrake is 34% off. From Ninjago, the Dragonstone Shrine is 36% off. And from LEGO DREAMZzz, a stable of dream creatures and Sandman's Tower is 30% off. Plus, Grimkeeper the Cage Monster is 25% off. And from LEGO Super Mario, Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam is 30% off. Over at LEGO, get the free Year of the Snake gift with purchases over $70. Plus, the LEGO Creator Tropical Toucan with purchases over $40 from Dream City Creator of Friends, which is perfect since all the January sets just released. So if you want to pick up these deals and more and support the channel, there's links to everything in the description below. Next, in Nintendo news, we saw LEGO and Nintendo tease an upcoming collaboration for a LEGO Game Boy. This set would be the second Nintendo console that LEGO has released after the Nintendo Entertainment System in 2020. And I think the Game Boy is a perfect fit. The original Game Boy was a classic, and all of its versions have sold over 118 million units worldwide. The game has been a popular mock idea, such as this one we see from ClickLever, and I think this version does a nice job giving us a sense for what it might look like. And if you want to purchase the instructions, there's a link below. Interestingly, this mock uses red hats for the buttons, which made me go back to this shot from the teaser video, as I actually think this might be Kingsley's Shacklebolt's hat. This piece would simply be recolored to purple, and looking at the way the light hits it, I think I might be right. Looking at previous consoles like the NES or the Atari, both of them came with cartridges, and I totally see them doing this here, as Tetris was a pack-in with the original Game Boy. While it's clear in the teaser that they're going for the original color scheme, I would have loved some of the Play It Loud colors. And it'd be cool if they gave you pieces to customize it like we saw with the LEGO Ideas Fender Stratocaster. Of course, my favorite part from the original NES was the playability, to have Mario scroll through the level by turning the crank, and I wonder how this might integrate with Mario. But even if it's too small for something like that, I do hope they keep up the feature like they've had from Pac-Man, Atari, and the original NES with a hidden Easter egg. In any case, I'm super excited to see how this turns out, and hopefully we won't have to wait too long, as the set is set to release in October. Next in LEGO Star Wars news, it's rumored we're getting a new V-19 Torrent this summer. The last and only minifigure scale version we've gotten of this ship was back in 2008, and I think the ship's design with its unique wings would make a great LEGO set. As the set only retails for $60, we can likely expect a scaled down version like we got with this year's ARC 170. Just like the original, we're going to be getting an updated clone pilot, which hopefully isn't this guy. We're also rumored to get an Obi-Wan Kenobi and our first Asajj Ventress since 2015. And with so many rumored Clone Wars sets coming out this year, Star Wars fans are eating good. Next up this week, LEGO announced that LEGO Bluey is on its way. This announcement comes shortly after we had a couple LEGO Bluey teases in their recent holiday social media post. To celebrate the announcement, they released a teaser video featuring a brick-built version of Bluey and her sister Bingo. And while these models look great, I don't think these are going to be the sets we get. Accompanying the teaser video was this teaser image showing that there's going to be sets in the 4+ range as well as the 2+ Duplo range, which is exactly what we've seen from themes like Toy Story and Spidey and His Amazing Friends. As huge Bluey fans, we're very excited in my house, as it seems are many other LEGO fans, as this LEGO Ideas project based off the Healer's house has hit 10,000 twice on the platform. For the theme, there will be 3 4+ sets ranging from $20 to $70 and 2 Duplo sets at $30 and $70 a piece. And I have to imagine those $70 sets will be versions of this Healer house. There's just so many stories and characters to pull for these new sets, and I can't wait to see how they handle the minifigures, which I sort of picture as something similar to the ones we got from Minions. But ultimately, I can't wait to see how they all turn out with the sets coming out in June. Next in Star Trek news, previously we talked about how we're getting a Star Trek Enterprise from the Next Generation as our Black Friday set this year, which is said to feature 3,600 pieces and 9 minifigures of most of the main cast. This past year's Black Friday set, the Endurance, came with an exclusive gift with purchase of Shackleton's lifeboat. And just as the lifeboat is a smaller craft that deploys from the big ship, the exclusive gift with purchase for this one will be the Type 15 Shuttlepod. The shuttle has a unique design and will likely be a more minifigure scale set, with the ability to seat a couple figures hopefully. Just as Shackleton was exclusive to that gift with purchase, exclusive here will be Ensign Rowe. While it's exciting to get another character from the crew, it's of course a little bit hard when it's gated behind an expensive gift with purchase. These gifts with purchase tied to expensive sets often sell out quite quickly, not to mention fetch quite a high price on the aftermarket. And despite the set likely retailing between $350 and $400, I could see this one selling out just as quick. Next in BrickLink Designer Program news, we finally have the final images, pricing, and crowdfunding details for Series 4. Retailing for $230 with 2,560 pieces, we've got the medieval Seaside Market. The set fits in nicely with LEGO's other medieval releases and features modular sections that can be reconfigured. And with 9 characters to fill out the scene, this one feels like it might be worth it. Next, for $230 with 2,598 pieces, we have Siege Encampment. As far as castle sets go, this one's super unique, as it's more of an accessory to flesh flesh out scenes from the existing Lion Knight's castle or Mountain Fortress. For $280 with 3,192 pieces, we have the Wild West train. The design for this train is certain to satisfy train fans and Western fans alike, and the only thing missing for me is more truly Western-themed minifigures, but it makes a nice addition to the previous general store set. For $170 with 2,180 pieces, the Merchant Boat is the cheapest of this wave, but the boat itself features exceptional detail and feels like a really fresh idea. Finally, for $200 with 2,769 pieces, Riverside Scholars is the third in a series of BrickLink sets. And while I haven't personally collected the others, I really do like the look of this one with the pops of color and lots of interior detail. While expensive, I definitely think this is one of the strongest waves yet. And if you want to pick up any of these sets, I highly suggest you're ready when they go live on February 4th at 8 AM Pacific. Next, in Minecraft movie news, according to LEGO Minecraft Goat, we're getting 2 new sets for the film in March. First, we've got the Ghast Balloon with 555 pieces, retailing for $70. We get a nice look at this in the trailer, even seeing it spitting a fireball. We've gotten brick-built versions of the Ghast before, but this one should be much larger. And this set reminds me a lot of Poppy's Hot Air Balloon adventure that we got from the Trolls World Tour movie. But instead of trolls, it'll come with angry piglins. The other set is said to be a woodland mansion with 491 pieces, retailing for $50, which would be pretty small for a mansion. And this was the only large building like that I noticed in the trailer. Presumably one of these sets will come with Jack Black's Steve, which would also be the first Steve minifigure without a square head. And I'd also expect that we'd see some, if not all, of the main cast. And with these more realistic mobs, I'm curious how the figures will look. But as always, we'll have to wait and see. Next, speaking of Minecraft, we're getting a new Minecraft book as well as a new minifigure visual history. This marks the third visual history book, with the previous one coming out in 2020. And just as that book came with an exclusive minifigure with the orange spaceman, this updated and expanded version includes an exclusive Blacktron minifigure. While the 2025 Blacktron Renegade includes the classic Blacktron design updated with back printing, this newer version is the first Blacktron figure to include leg printing as well as this extra emblem on the chest. And I sense that others like myself will want to get more than one of these. As a huge minifigure fan, I could definitely see myself going down memory lane in this book as they break down over 2,500 figures. As for Minecraft, this LEGO Minecraft Visual Dictionary is the first one we've gotten. Just like the other book, this one's supposed to have an exclusive minifigure. And while these preliminary silhouettes usually mean nothing, it definitely does in this case, as it doesn't have a cubic head. And on the whole, it's cool that LEGO Minecraft is getting this treatment and that exclusive figure. The minifigure visual history comes out September 2nd and the Minecraft Visual Dictionary on October 7th. And if you want to pre-order the books and support the channel, there's links below. Next, in LEGO Ideas news, there were 54 projects to qualify for the third 2024 review. When there's this many projects in one of the reviews, all I hope for is that multiple projects are selected. And I'm usually partial to the licensed projects, and this one has some sought-after ones like Gravity Falls, The Muppet Show, and more. While we're gonna have to wait until later in 2025 for the results of this review, the second round of review for 2024 will be ready in spring. But the projects don't stop, as we've got 4 more projects for the next round of review to break down this week. First, we've got Go-Go Power Rangers Lego Megazord. As someone who grew up with the original series, this final build looks epic, as not only do you get the full Megazord, but can also be disassembled into the 5 Dinozords. And since we've seen LEGO and Hasbro partnering together on Transformers, I wouldn't say this one's off the table. Next, we've got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The build features the Griswold home from the 1989 classic, and this set would be another home-based ideas set like we got from Home Alone and Twilight. But then again, I'm not sure the Griswold home is as iconic as the McAllister's house for me. Next, we've got Book Nook Story Laboratory. This is the second time this project has hit 10,000 supporters, and this Book Nook concept is supposedly one that LEGO is using for their own sets this year, so I'm curious if LEGO would see this as a conflict for them or not. Finally, we've got Civil Engineering Types of Bridges Revisited. This is also the second time this project has hit 10,000 supporters, as it explores civil engineering through the design of 7 bridges. And just like I thought before, I'm curious about this one's widespread appeal, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, another super jam-packed week in LEGO news with a ton of exciting stuff coming later this year. I'm personally so excited for the LEGO Game Boy, Enterprise D, and of course, everything coming from the BrickLink Designer Program. And I think my whole family is excited for LEGO Bluey. And with more from Star Wars, Minecraft movie, and everything else LEGO has cooking up, it's going to be a really exciting year. If only our poor little wallets can hang in there. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one!